Alright! Welcome to episode 4 of the Banner Saga. Let's just get right into it. Alright, so I think we've rested enough. I think. Even though I still don't know exactly what I'm doing. We're gonna just skip training and get on the road. Ah. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. Uh-oh. Faux pas. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, oh golly, Raffensvarter, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Poor guy. Let's see, we can coerce a public apology from him. Tie him up until he dries out. Jeez. Laugh off the scuffle. Encourage the others to let the issue drop. Oh, I see. Let's encourage the others to let the issue drop. We're all on edge, you replied to the crowd. Does anyone here not deserve a strong drink right now? Let him walk it off. The caravan mutters in lukewarm agreement and gets ready to travel again. Could have gone worse, you think? He was just in his cups a little bit. It's a stressful time, you know? Well, hi there, Lucas! How are you today? Hope you're having a fine day. Or night. Have a Nerf gun battle to settle it. Yes! Let's settle this with foam. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostfeller with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Everyone's always shocked when, you know, the giant Viking dudes show up in their little village. Okay. Let's take a look at our heroes. Guess there's not much to look at. Everybody's kind of already set up. I just sort of went from one camp to the other. I don't think anyone can level up or anything. I'm a-okay, got food, and now I'm waiting for hunger to kick in. What about you? Excellent. Full bellies equal happy people. I'm good. Yeah. Started a little later this morning than I wanted, but you know, it's good. Had some technical difficulties. But it's all good now, so yay. Alright. Yeah, everyone's good. Oh. Take a look at the map. Oh, my microphone wasn't working. And I don't know why, but I figured it out, so it's all good now. But yeah, I was like, oh man, I probably should have tested things like earlier instead of right before I wanted to stream. But it's alright. Alright, look at this gorgeous map. Look at it. No, I mean, it was plugged in, you know. I had it ready to go. I just didn't know that, like, my settings were wonky. Yeah, I was not prepared. Silly technology. The Nasher Grinder Biter. Sounds like an exciting, you know, mountain range. Wonder it's named after any monsters or anything. I see that's episode 4. Yeah, I'm calling it episode 4. It's really just, the 4th day of streaming the game, but I'm really not that far at all. I've accidentally killed off one character. And, yeah, making my way through the lands. Frostfeller. Once sitting upon the bank of a wide lake, when the Nordfelling turned to a waste, the city of Frostfeller became a tattered bastion blasted by the freezing winds that roll through the valley. Those who live here still are not known for their hospitality. Alright. Well, let's see. I guess we could rest. I don't know that it's necessary just yet. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna get on the road. Accidentally. That's what they always say. Yeah. You know, accidents happen when people just aren't paying attention. It's true. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you in Frostfeller. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. Oof. He was just talking to me. What's up? Uh-oh. Rook. What's going on? Town leader. These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True, you can keep whoever wants to stay and die. Everyone in this game is so dramatic, and I love it. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Skoger. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. Oh boy. Oh man. I always have to make decisions in this game that could change their lives forever. Oh, it's so stressful. Let's see. There won't be anything to tend once the dredge arrives. Let your people decide on their own. You know what? It's true. The dredge are bad. Bad, bad, bad. Dredge my ass! I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got 2 choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Man, so serious. Their beards are truly glorious, so well trimmed. Their hair is amazing. I am so jealous. I really want my hair to look like that. It would be so super cool. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. Wait, are we gonna battle, like, the town? What? I think I make a poor farmer. He's tapping his fingers on the shield so impatiently. Oh boy. I won't kill men for defending their homes. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. What to do? Oh gosh. Well, I mean, people want to defend their homes, right? I don't know. I don't want to get involved. Maybe there's a third identical brother with a fake mustache hiding in your village waiting to attack. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to do. I gotta be decisive, and I gotta make a choice. Ugh. Honestly, what are they dangerous? What do they want? I don't know. I thought they were saying that they should leave the village because the dredge are coming, which are like, these like golem bad guys that are killing everybody. But then people are like, we're gonna stay and defend our homes, so the brothers like want to fight them now? I'm really not sure. You know what? I'm gonna stay out of it. You step back as one of the thugs lunges forward and is caught in the ribs by Hogan's axe. The air soon rings with the sound of screams and axe heads against shields. 4 men lie dead on the ground before the others run. I feel like people were gonna die no matter what I chose, sadly. You hurt, Mogan? No, we should have done that years ago. Nah, can't go around killing for no good reason. This was a good reason. Was it, though? Maybe. The brothers head back into the village, and soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. Hogan introduces you to his young son and wife, all grins, unconcerned about the fact that you never agreed to let them come. You don't bother arguing. Before long, you set out again. You know, we've got more mouths to feed now, but we also have more warriors, so I think it's all good. It's fine. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddlife approaches you both. His son and wife just look exactly like him as well. Same face and same voice. For some reason, that really randomly reminded me of how, like, a long time ago when people would paint portraits and they would paint babies, the babies would always have, like, the face of an old man. And I mean, like, babies really do look like little old men, but it's like they would paint them with, like, actual old man faces for some reason, in my opinion. And it's so funny to me, and I don't know why. Odlif, Alette, I have something for you. She's so pretty. She's like Viking Elsa. I think there was a reason for that, but I forgot. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, they do look really funny. I would be interested to know why they might have done that. Odlif, or Od... I don't know how to pronounce these names, by the way. I'm trying my best. Odlife has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skoker. Come, find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? Huh. I don't know. Maybe? Guess I'll have to find out later. Oh, then that means... You're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Odlif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? Is there a Gunther and Olaf in the game? I believe there's a Gunther. Maybe an Olaf? I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I know there's a Vognir. And... Oh, what's that guy's name I really like because he cracks me up? Yep, I can't remember. I'm sure we'll get back to him at some point. You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skoger throughout the years, just as is done on every banner and every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this. Dredge, leaving home, and... Why didn't you stop those men from killing each other in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Wasn't my decision to make. That sounds like an excuse. Deciding what happens to other people. I'm glad I'm not you. I wouldn't know what to do. I know, I'd never know what to do. So tough. It's not exactly my calling either. Yeah, I know. Dad, I think you're doing a good job. Ah. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogar is your burden now. My burden to bear. Let's see. Those are the only Nordic names I remember. Making terrible decisions is my forte. You know... It's hard to make terrible decisions with ease. Sometimes in this game, all the decisions are sort of terrible, and I just have to choose what I think is the best out of all the terrible decisions. But it's so hard. Okay, I don't think anyone would have leveled up or anything. We didn't actually battle. Let's see. Oh, but now we have Hogan and Mogan. Let's take a look. What does Hogan do? Actually, let's look at his little story first. Hogan and his brother Mogan have gotten the same question their entire lives. You don't find many twins about, and even fewer who know how to use an axe. Hogan tends to be the more level-headed of the two, which may explain why he ended up with a child and wife. And what can he do? Let's see, so it's like Minesweeper? Any wrong moves and you're dead? Yes, exactly. That is what happened to, sadly, one of the characters early on in the game. And, because of something I did, he got crushed. He got crushed real hard and he died. And I felt so sad. But I was also told by someone in chat that, it's actually very difficult to keep him alive. And there might even be, like... Oh, what am I trying to say? An achievement if you keep him alive to a certain point in the game. So, you know, he probably would have died eventually, but still, I feel bad. Right? I don't know if you can see this little animation. I love the little animations they do of their attacks. So he's got Bloody Flail. The character strikes multiple times, randomly hitting his opponent for 1 strength or 1 armor damage. On the last hit, Bloody Flail does damage equal to 1+1 for each ally standing adjacent to him. This last hit will randomly damage strength or armor. Bloody Flail does not direct damage, making it useful even when the character is near death. For this reason, it also does a great job of taking out wounded enemies who still have a lot of armor by bypassing it completely. That's handy, because bringing their armor down is like the big thing, and it's tough. His passive ability is Shield Wall. By standing next to an ally, the character creates a shield wall, raising the armor of both himself and his ally by 1. Ooh. This bonus remains until the raider is no longer adjacent to the ally. When multiple raiders stand next to each other, this effect is magnified as they grant each other their own bonus. 4 raiders standing in a square formation will each gain an additional 4 armor. That's cool. Those animations, yes, they are cool, aren't they? Well, okay, he's done swinging it now, but still. You see these in combat? Yeah, so yes, you do. You see them fighting, and yeah, they do their little thing. I don't know if they do it exactly like it's showing here, but maybe. Not sure. Mogan, they really... Oh, but Mogan has, like, these scars on his face. He's seen some action. Hogan and his twin Mogan, son of Rogan and Sogan, grandchild of Logan and Togan, possibly. That might be how it is. Let's see. So do they both do the same thing? Okay. Yeah, it looks like they both do the same thing. That's pretty cool. So now... Let's see. Mogan and his brother Hogan have gotten the same question their entire lives. You don't find many twins about, and even fewer who know how to use an axe. Mogan tends to be the sort to act first and think later. Hence the scars, I guess. This may explain the scar amongst other things. Okay. Alright, so... I don't know that it matters who's first, because they do the same thing. I wonder if they can use these. No. not sure how to use these things. It's like a shaver. Yeah, it's a razor for shaving. It's literally a self-care item, and I can't equip anybody with it, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Mogan had a twig smack against his face. He just likes to play up that story. Yeah. He likes to feel like a badass who got in some battle, but really it's just like he was walking through the forest and a twig smacked him in the face and got him good. Alright, we're gonna... Oh! He wants to speak. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Oh, but I realized after I handed you the banner, I probably gave the wrong impression. My husband's still in and out of consciousness. It doesn't look good. It's harder than I thought it would be, just not knowing. Oh yeah, her husband is the chieftain. So maybe that's why they were saying maybe I'm the new chieftain. But maybe not. Why does Ivor have bullhorns? So, they are a race of people, and I can't remember what they're called. But they're actually, like, really ginormous. So they're basically, like, Viking giants with horns. Yeah, I just can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddlife before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? So I wonder if her name means strong woman. Or maybe it's a male's name, perhaps? See, oh, so it's more based on fantasy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, a fantasy Viking world. Like the bad guys that we're fighting are sort of like constructs, like stone golems, kind of. So yeah, there's a bunch of magic and things like that. Strong woman, what does that even mean? Never cared for that expression. People look up to you. He can literally just be like, I don't know. Strong woman. Ooh. That's a tricky one. On the one hand, you know, being a strong woman is great, but also, like, I guess it could have negative connotation. Woman? What is that? Yeah. You know, I guess people look up to you? Sounds alright, right? Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. It's true! Feelings are fine. Like, feel all the feelings. It's alright. If I feel nothing about my husband, dying people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Ugh, people are so judgmental. Would be funny if you could just grunt answers. That's sort of what Kratos does in the God of War games. At least the new ones. He's just like... Why does that feel so backwards? Because it is. Backwards. I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. Don't need to apologize. Girls, stop apologizing, okay? You can feel your feelings and be a strong woman, damn it. It's alright. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Boy! Ugh. Yeah. Boy! Get over here. Shoot this thing. Use your bow and arrow. Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? Your family, you should carry it. Yeah, you should, well... But does she want to carry it? That's the question. That's my answer. I don't know. Why me? Why me? Why do I have to choose? Your family. You should carry Huh? You're right. I should. Damn straight. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. Oh, don't make me choose this! Really? Really? I think they would follow you. I would vouch for you. You're probably right. The huh emote would have been perfect for that. Yeah, huh? He can still say, I would vouch for you. That sounds good. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. I'll do my best. I rely on you. Oh. You can never go wrong with the grunt option. You know, that's how I feel. What if I just want to stay out of it? Let them fight their own fights. I don't think the game will go well if I do that, though. Sometimes you just need to show that unga bunga energy. Yeah. Let's see. I'll do my best. I think so, too. Thanks for believing in me, Olive. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. Gosh, I hope so. Please don't let my characters die, please. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Everyone's trusting me. We can't let them down. Ah! Alright, now we can rest, I think. Morale improved. Excellent. She's sending signals. I don't know. I don't think she's ready yet. I think she needs time. You know? I think she needs time. Look how pretty this game is. We got some jaunty music. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Wish the fighters well, send them off with supplies. Give them some supplies, sure. If that's all you're taking, you may never make it, you say, grabbing a few items from a supply wagon. You strap the additional provisions to their backs. Search for family instead of food, you say with a smile. The men clasp wrists with you before departing. -8 fighters, -3 supplies, but +10 renown. Oh, morale is declined. Complaints of Ravensfarter's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time, the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snag canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Oh, okay, now he's becoming a nuisance, apparently. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Ravensfarter's leg before leading him to you. Oh dear. Some Witcher 3 music. Only thing missing is a woman screaming and mumbling words I don't understand at the same time. No idea how she does it. Punish him with no booze, yeah. Yeah, it is very Witcher sounding. I love it. I love this kind of music. Yeah, I think he needs a break from the booze. I think we... I hate to say it, but I think we have to take away the mead. It's sad, I know. The meat is delicious, but I think we need a break. He needs a break. I'm gonna beat him up. Jeez. Yeah, give him some water. Raffensparter groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit before such a nuisance. Or before Oh boy. To quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Raffensparter manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. Ugh, please don't set the supplies on fire. That would be bad. All he gets now is snow to lick. Just give him a snow cone. Snow cones make people happy, right? Snow cones are fun. That makes me wonder if you could add alcohol to a snow cone and if anybody's ever done that. Because that would be really funny. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. Uh-oh. It's Raffensparter, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you, looking not entirely sober. Uh-oh. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Raffensparter. I guess I gotta deal with this guy. Ugh. Banish the drunkard from your caravan. I can't just leave him in the woods? What? Let your clansmen deliver justice. Ready yourself against Dredge, just in case. That's how you get all to bond together and no more war. Just peace in the lands. Right? We just want peace. That's all we want. Oh man, see, this is what I'm talking about. I can abandon him in the woods. I can let people beat him up. Or I can ready myself just in case. But what if there really is Dredge? You know, he's drunk, but like, maybe he actually saw something? But the scouts didn't, so... You know what? There'll be time for that later, you tell the men. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Raffensparter bursts into laughter and you're sure there never were any Dredge. Not long after, Raffensparter goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. So the game is like, this guy is such a nuisance. If you won't get rid of him, I will. Oh, that is hilarious. Well, no one cares he's gone, I guess. How sad.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Yeah, someone must have really wanted him gone. I mean, he was pranking people, almost setting the camp on fire. But still, like, that's savage, man. Just leaving him in the woods. You jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellir for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. Oh no. Rook. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Old life finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotsvalker, Greyhorn, people from Vitra, and the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. Oh yeah, so the Varl, are what the big guys with the hordes are called, I believe. They're the Varl. And the chieftain of Frostvellir has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they closed the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. No! We don't want the hills to be alive with the sound of screaming. Oh, we do not. We have to get in there. Break down the door! There's a sign outside and it says, "No girls allowed." Nobody's allowed, apparently. Let's see. Getting in the wall somehow. Play low. Nah. We're gonna bust in. I can get that gate open. Of course you can, Ivor. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I don't know. I feel like we just need to bust it open. I was going to break it. Oh, I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. Just gonna lean on it, and then it falls open, and I was like, what? How did that happen? Not my fault. Guess we're coming in. Oh, the gate and the heroes and the rest. We should probably run. Oh, shoot, wait. But the hills might turn red. It's too late. I made my choice. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, Adzalat. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Tend to the wounded, settle in long hall, rest for a day. Let's tend to the wounded. Alet and Aldlife spend the day along with the others in your caravan treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gates. Oof. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around. Aldlife tells you. Hey, we got supplies. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in. Aldlife protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Ooh. Oh dear. Well, the refugees can't have no food. Just accidentally push it on people. He didn't kill them, the door did. It's the door's fault. The door attacked them. No, we'll just wait and confront them. Keep your sword down until we need it, you tell Ivor. We'll make a deal unless they're looking for a fight. Early the next day, you spot another cart leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. Yes, the refugees need the food. Can't have people going hungry on my watch. Stop. My friend wants to talk with you. It's not what I wanted. It's not Ivor's fault. Think I can guess why. If we knew there were more fighters in Varl out here, Eckel might have brought you in the city. You can get us in the city? Not up to me. I'll take you if you want. Why would this Eckel let us in? Better let him explain. Talking to them should be fine. If they say yes, good. If they say no, door. Yep. If they say no, we just kick it right in. But it sounds like he's gonna take us, so that's good. Let's do it. He nods. You follow him back up to the gates where they open the doors for you. A man clad in black approaches as you step inside. We can do this peacefully, right? Oh, he does not look happy. What in the depths is this? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. You said you wanted fighters. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. Uh-oh. What happened in here? Soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the story, anyway. Oh gosh. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the god-forsaken Varl. How dare you? He got that twitchy eye. He's not effing around. Yeah, he's got that real twitchy eye. He's gonna snap at any moment. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got your own Varl. That counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostfeller. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. So true. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Ugh. Always these decisions. You see they are bad guys because their beards and hair is all messy. Yep, the messy beards means they are the bad ones. Let's see. We'll join you for now. Fend for ourselves. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Let's just join him for now. Ugh. Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. That's what you say, but we'll see. Ekkel shouts to his men, and with the gates closed, you follow him down obscured alleys. Hope we know what we're doing. I never know what I'm doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. That's right. That's how the bunny do. I just make it up. Little did they sleep. Fake it till you make it. That's right. Hacken! That's the guy's name. I like Hacken. He's sassy. Hacken, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted, and more weapons. Extra supplies, too. You perk up, just now realizing Mogr has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. Hacken? Look at him. Sassy. He didn't even want to talk to me. I heard you. What were you saying? Sorry. Just tired. Go on. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eric. Eric. I met him. He seemed competent enough. Yeah. Having those horns is really convenient. They really hide the Vegeta hairlines. Yep. Oh yeah, so this, you may have seen it moved across the map, and this is a different, place on the map in a different part of the story. Ubin always just looks tired. Like he just needs a nap. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. Oh yeah, so Ludin is like, he's like one of the... Oh, I'm trying to remember. He's basically like the young son of one of the higher-ups. And I can't remember... one of the leaders, I think. They called him like a useless whelp or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, so we're with different guys now. That guy looks French. Yeah, these are, this is a different area on the map. Different group of people. And they're also dealing with the Dredge. You're sure that wound has healed, Ludin? Oh yeah, he got stabbity'd pretty hard. I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince... Oh yes, he's a prince. Okay, that makes sense. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Let's see. I mean... Poor Santa, he can't catch a break. He really can't. All he wants is a relaxing, chill life, reading his books by a fire, drinking a tankard of mead, and he has to deal with all this drama. Well, should the prince stay home? Should he make his own decision? I say he makes his own decision. He's a grown-ass man. Let him decide. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some Dredge. Ugh, this uppity whelp. I'm too old for this shit. Exactly. Exactly. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. Tell us how you feel, Hacken. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hacken? My cat just chills on my bed, shedding his fur everywhere. But I just can't wake him up. Aw. Little cat floofs are so adorable. So cute. Let's see. Tell them we cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. Let's be cautious. Let's just be cautious. Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Let's just take a minute to breathe. Before we just go straight into battle. Oh, and just a heads up, I'm gonna have to go soon. My stream time currently is very short. But you know, it's alright. Are they a big group? I think so. He was saying there's too many to take on that road that the Whelpy Prince wanted to go on, so... Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna chill, though, and do some dialogue. I'd ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? How dare he assume? Steady, old Mogre. Which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. What do I ask? Oh, that's too bad. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I know. Someday, hopefully, I'll have more time to stream, but right now, not so much. But I do what I can, and it's still super fun. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, a few more minutes, and then I'll have to go. What do we want to ask? Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? About the caravan. Throw together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. Oh, got some in-brawling. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. Oh. Hacken's got to assert his dominance. His beard routine, please. I need to know. Yes! They're always so tidy. They have amazing hair. I'm super jealous. What about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. Ooh, he's shifty. His girl in red is scary too, Ursa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl call her the Witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Oh, I guess Varl don't like fire? It's that Viking blood, I swear. Cold equals more and longer hair. It makes sense! You gotta stay warm. You gotta keep your face warm, you know, from the bitter cold. And, yeah, them strong Viking genes. Still doesn't make much sense. Which? They're not scholars, Hacken. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. Oof! Awful. I doubt that. I hope not. I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. Oh my god! So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Oh! Oh, oh. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. That's how I feel, too! I don't want to send anyone to their deaths. I feel bad for them. They can't sleep with their face on the pillow or to the side. With their beard? I mean, they could. But then it'd mess up their beard. And also they might drool in it. And then you gotta wash it again. But honestly, I don't think Vikings care about that. Oh, okay. That makes more sense with their horns. Okay. I know. I think about that with any character who has horns. Like, how do they not get in the way? Like, how do you sleep comfortably with a giant set of horns? Like, if you can't move your neck around, you must get a real stiff neck. And then you need a massage, and then, you know, it's a whole thing. It's just a thing. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Ooh, sounds like something else happened, maybe. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although, I have to wonder... Nah, never mind. He knows something. There's something he knows. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. I cannot guarantee that I won't do something stupid. That's asking a lot, right? What were you holding back about Wagner? Those would just be in the way at all times. Also, aren't they connected to nerves as well? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. So, like... Oh, do they, like, shed their horns? That would be a right bloody mess, wouldn't it? Like when deer shed their horns? And they're supposed to, but it's, like, bloody and gross? I don't know. That is something I've never pondered before. These are the real questions. I'd rather not say, Hacken, but what if it's important? We need to know. Why not? It's the kind of thing that it gets stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. Ooh, sounds serious. It's better if you let me worry about it. If you say so, keep it to yourself. Sounds important, tell me. Oh gosh, do I want to know? That's the question. So many questions. This is the deep talk part of the stream. It is. This is where we, ponder life's curiosities and what it means to have horns on one's head. Knowing is half the battle. Knowing might literally be half the battle if I choose that. Ugh. Yeah, I guess I should know. G.I. Joe. It sounds important. Alright. How did Wagner die? Oh, how did Wagner die? He ran into Dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down, like he was struck from behind. Oh. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Luden? Ooh, that shifty whelp. He probably didn't, but... Damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If you see anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Ooh, the prince. The prince might have done it. Gasp, Luden? Who's that? Yeah, the Prince Luden. He may have killed their leader. But we don't know. We can't assume. But he might have. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business. But I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. I've been saying for years you can't trust Luden. That snake. Yep. Always shifty. Always just, keeping to himself. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Mogur's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. But that's important too. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner and arboring for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. Ooh, he doesn't trust the banner. No. It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? Gods forbid. Ha! You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. Oh yeah, apparently the gods are dead, by the way. Is there very little combat in the game, or does it depend on what options you choose? Currently it seems like a mix. A real mix between the story dialogue and the combat. Which I love, to be honest, because I'm more about playing games with really rich stories. And I'm not so good at the combat. So, yeah, but I mean, the combat is fun too, for sure. And it's a turn-based game, so it's like a turn-based strategy game. Yeah, kind of like that mixed with like a visual novel almost. I like story narrative games, but I'm a sucker for challenging combat. Yeah, it's good to have a challenge. For sure. Yeah. But yeah, they've done a pretty good job so far, I think, of mixing the story with the battling. And it does depend on your decisions as well, I think, how much you battle. Depending on where you take the story, yeah. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get, naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think, but the addled son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'd probably be off before I am. Although... The Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. No, please stay alive, Ubin. Please. Oh yeah, aren't there already multiple Banner Saga games? Yeah, there's at least 3 that I'm aware of. He's like 25. He's 25, but how old is that in Varl years? Anyway, or would it be... No, it'd be the opposite, I think. I don't know. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery barn for Horrender now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal? Hence? Don't get fancy on my behalf, Hacken. Don't start using fancy words on my behalf. Okay, I won't. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Oh yeah, also the sun's gone. So the gods are dead, and the sun is... gone, somehow. For some reason. Am I gonna play them all on stream, or do I have other plans? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I foresee this one taking me a while, and thus far I'm dedicating Thursdays to Banner Saga. But I also, as you might recall, started playing Honkai Star Rail. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll see where it takes me. We'll see. I'm hoping someday in the future to also play Baldur's Gate 3. And, yeah, I have no idea when that might happen. For now, I'm sticking with the games I got. Let's see, what do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. What does that mean? I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. You might be ready, but I don't think everyone's ready. What about the rest of us? Exactly. To the depths with you. Oh. Ha! Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horseborn with a grudge. Don't worry about me. A horseborn? Is that like a centaur? Because if this game has centaurs, that would be super cool. Oh, I can't wait for you to play Baldur's Gate 3. It's like Black Friday, but for an entire month. No wonder he's glad it's... Yeah, the Black Month. What does that mean? Yes, I am excited to get to play Baldur's Gate 3 eventually when I get it. Oh, I've seen it played and I've watched videos and it's so much fun. And it's gonna... I know I'm gonna like spend forever just making my character when I start it. Oh, but I'm so excited. I also have this lofty goal to seduce Astarion, and apparently it's really difficult, and it's my main goal once I play that game. Just buy it, lol. Yeah, eventually. Am I gonna play super evil? See, you know, I don't want to be evil, but like, if I want to seduce Astarion, I might have to do some real shady stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to decide once I start the game. We'll see. Alright, well, this was fun. I'm really, really glad to see you, Lucas. And yeah, thanks for hanging out today. He's very fun blowing. I love Astarion. Astarion is amazing. Absolutely love him. Best Fang boy. Alright, well, we're gonna have to leave it off here in camp. It was fun to watch you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, and yeah, I really hope to see you again soon. Not sure my next streaming day just yet. I'm thinking Monday again, but yeah, we'll see how stuff goes. And yep, have a good rest of your day/night, and take care. Bye.